Hey everyone, welcome back. This is kind of an unexpected update that you're getting, but for some reason I decided to work on this, and I figure I can release this. Some of you may have seen the videos I've been posting with very, not descriptive, not very descriptive titles, but I'd like to talk about how what I've shown will work in TurfOrMaCraft Plus. And so obviously I'm talking about musical instruments. So what we have here is a new item. It is a hollow bone. These are a rare drop from chickens and pheasants currently, although when the nature update comes out in, I don't know, a few months from now, there may be more animals that will drop these, but currently they are the arm bones of birds. So what we're going to need to do is take one of these and we're going to craft it with a knife. It says we're going to get bone meal, and that's because there's only a 25% chance that this will work. That's why I kind of started with 7 of these. Nope, so we broke it. Hopefully we'll get one of these. Okay, whew. There we go. Alright, it took us 5, well, it was the 6th one. We did 5 mistakes, just getting bone fragments. Same thing you'd get if you smashed a bone on a rock. And we finally got our bone flute. So this is an interesting little thing. Let's hear what that sounds like. Okay, so that's a noise you can make, but actually there are keys you can press that will change the pitch of the notes. So we have that going for us. I'll show you a little more about that later. First, we can talk about the next instrument, which are drums. So we take a bucket, and we take some string, doesn't matter what kind of string, and a piece of leather, and we get a drum like this. We can also take a barrel, doesn't matter what kind, some string, and a piece of leather, and we get a larger drum, so let's put those down. So we get like a higher pitch sound and a lower pitch sound. There is a little more we can do with these, actually. If we hold 2 sticks, can't be 1, can't be 3, can't be 4, it's got to be 2 sticks. We get a different sound. If we hold the H key, we get sort of like a rim hit. Okay, so if you hold the F key when you left click on the drum, you can hit a drum that's just to the left of it. That's only with the left click. So like the right click still hits this drum, but the left click hits the smaller drum. And conversely, if I'm holding the G key, then a right click will hit the drum on the right. And that doesn't mean you can also do that with just your hands as well. So like we could do, like hold the G key, and get that going. There is one more feature these drums have, and that is if you hold shift and right click, you can actually tune them. There are 4 different tunings that each drum has. So, that means, I guess in total, 8 possible tunings. So that's pretty cool. I don't know very much about drums, so I don't think I could do anything with these. I don't even know if these are sufficient, or if what I've done is sufficient for anyone to be able to actually come up with something that sounds like a beat out of these. If you guys have any feedback on that, let me know. But let's move on to the third instrument, one that I have not shown anything about. I've mentioned it on the Discord. I have not shown it though. And that is going to be, well, let's take a look. So it doesn't matter what kind of wood we're using here. Just any kind of wood. Ooh, what's this? It's a lyre. So it's an unstrung lyre right now. And we just throw any 5 strings, doesn't matter where they are, it doesn't matter what they are. Could be wool, could be silk, could be linen. I don't think sinew does not work, but yeah, that'll give us our lyre here. So let's see what that sounds like. We right click. Ooh, doesn't actually sound that great. And I wasn't actually sure how lyres are played. And I know there are different kinds of lyres. Because you have to have one hand on the mouse when you're using an item, it only made sense to have, it made sense to have 5 strings. Because like at the flute, there are 5 keys that you press to play the flute. It's the same 5 keys for the lyre. But the way that the lyre works is that you actually mute strings. So when you either play all the strings or you mute some of them by holding them down, and then you don't hear those strings. So we have the F, G, H, J, and B keys on a QWERTY keyboard. Those are pretty, those are, sort of in the middle of the keyboard. If you're left or right-handed, it shouldn't really matter because the B key is sort of right in the middle of those. That's for your thumb. It shouldn't matter which one you're using. Oh, hang on, you know what? Okay, we're on peaceful. This is good for testing because we don't want zombies interrupting us right now. So if we hold down some of these keys, we get the individual notes that we can play. And we can also play a couple of them at the same time. I got the tuning for this off of a video I found online about ancient Greek lyres and a pentatonic scale that they used. So I hope that it's pretty accurate. I'd like to see what you guys can come up with using this instrument. In my other videos, I did show an example of me playing some songs that I had. I wrote out some like little tabs for these instruments, and I'll do that now. I'm going to try and turn on this little bad little webcam I have, so you guys can see what my hands are doing while I'm playing this. And maybe get an idea of what that is like to play. So I guess I'll play this same thing I did in the video I posted earlier on the flute, which was Zelda's Lullaby from Ocarina of Time. And I also, I guess, yeah, we'll see what we do after that. Now we're gonna turn on the camera here and get a look at what it looks like to play a song. All right, so let's give this a shot. Okay, so there's that. That's not really important. I can show you something on the lyre. The lyre only has 5 notes, so I really didn't think there's really many songs that you could even put on this thing. But I did come up with something on my own that doesn't sound terrible. So let's hear what that sounds like. Let's hope I can play it. Wait. All right. So, wow, lots of mistakes in there. I'm not even sure if I'll leave, or I'll slow. If I'll leave most of the errors in. I mean, it would take some skill, and I'm not about, spending hours and hours and hours. Well, more time trying to get good at playing these made-up instruments, because. But it is kind of fun. You can totally play them in multiplayer. So I hope you guys enjoy. I guess I'll be releasing this like today. Oh yeah. Also, there was a bug where Matter and Weld wouldn't give you any anything when you planted them and harvested them, but that should be fixed as well. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll see you next time.